Fire exits. ABC News' Tom Sufi Burridge has the latest on the investigation. Tom?
Hey, Diane.
That looks like a flamethrower. It looked like we had at least 27 people end up being killed at a restaurant fire.
And at least 27 people are dead and dozens are injured after a massive fire in Bangkok. Survivors say the popular pub filled with smoke in just a few minutes, trapping people in the back with no fire exits. ABC News' Tom Sufi Burridge has the latest on the investigation. Tom?
Hey, Diane. Yeah, there is deep shock in Thailand this morning. The video of that deadly blaze showing how quickly those flames were spreading inside that bar. The fear is the death toll could continue to rise because some of the more than 60 people injured are described as being in a serious condition. Thailand's interior minister quoting musicians who escaped the fire, who said it started on stage and soon after there was a power cut and then an explosion, they said. Thai officials saying most of those killed died from smoke inhalation. Thailand's Prime Minister visiting the scene today, confirming an investigation is underway. And that horrific scene in Thailand is reminiscent of a deadly blaze at a bar on New Year's Eve in Switzerland when 41 people were killed, and a fire at the Station nightclub in Rhode Island in 2003 when 100 people died. Yes. Thai officials say investigators will examine whether exits in that bar in the capital Bangkok were blocked, as well as whether flammable materials were present on the ceiling and if gas canisters inside the bar could have also contributed to the fire.
I don't know what if y'all was looking at the same video I was, but that definitely looked like something flammable caught fire in the ceiling. Y'all saw how fast the flames spewed out from the top of the door? It looked like a flamethrower was going off. Let's back that up just a tad bit before we go over to this next video.
Fire exits. ABC News' Tom Sufi Burridge has the latest on the investigation. Tom?
Hey, Diane.
That looks like a flamethrower. Someone is going to be charged or sued. Something is going to happen, y'all. Let's get over into this next one and see what we can find out.
A ferocious bar fire in Thailand's capital of Bangkok has killed at least 27 people and dozens more are now injured. You can see the scene here with people running for their lives as flames burst out from the pub. This morning, dozens remain in critical condition, and the tragedy is raising major questions about the building's safeguards.
CBS News foreign correspondent Anna Corin has more on this. So, Anna, what more are we learning about how all of this happened?
Chanel and Vad, as you see those horrific images coming out of Bangkok, this fire broke out just before midnight on Sunday at the Nalad Prao Beer Hall in the north of the city. The blaze turned into an inferno within minutes. Ferocious flames, thick black smoke pouring from the building, and then we saw patrons running for their lives, screaming. Now, according to survivors, a band was playing near the front of the venue when smoke appeared near the stage. Then there was the sound of a massive explosion. People fled to the back of the bar near the bathrooms but became trapped and were unable to escape. And there is video of fire crews discovering bodies in the bathrooms slumped on the ground. Outside, equally distressing images as crews tried to resuscitate dozens of people. Before the first responders arrived, bystanders and scooter drivers, they came to the aid of fleeing patrons. One man said that he used his own clothes to extinguish flames on people's body. He said the people just kept coming. Thailand's Prime Minister, he visited the scene in the early hours to inspect the site. He asked a fireman if a door could be opened, and the firefighter responded saying it's locked with 2 bolts at the spot that's used as an exit. Let's take a listen.
Everybody try to flee themselves from the smokes and the flame. So many of them were not able to make their way out because they went to the back of the building.
Now, forensic police officers have spent the day going through the charred remains looking for clues. Obviously, an investigation underway with the focus on those emergency exits which do appear obstructed, and also potentially flammable materials on the ceiling. Apparently, the flames just sped across the ceiling within seconds before engulfing the building. Vlad and Chanel, the death toll stands at 27, but there are dozens of people in a critical condition, and it is feared the death toll could rise.
This is an absolutely crazy story, y'all. Let's get over into the AI breakdown just to see what else we can find out. We got to pray for the people, y'all. But let's get over into this. So as we know, at least 27 people, they're saying 27 to 28, were killed, and over 70 others were injured after an explosive fire tore through a popular live music pub and a restaurant in northern Bangkok. So the disaster occurred just before midnight on Sunday, July 12, 2026, at the beer hall located in Bangkok's, I'm not even going to try to say it, district. So witnesses and the band members reported seeing smoke coming from an air conditioner or electric circuit breaker near the stage area. Moments later, the lights failed and a loud explosion echoed, and the entire venue filled with thick, black, toxic smoke. Driven by heavily flammable acoustic foam panels and plastic ceiling decorations, the fire engulfed the room in roughly 10 to 15 seconds, creating a blowtorch effect through the front door. So that's what we saw. I told you it looked like a flamethrower. So because the fire originated near the main stage and the front entrance, panicked patrons fled towards the rear of the building. Firefighters eventually located the majority of the victim's body trapped inside the venue's windowless bathroom, where they had unsuccessfully sought refuge from the smoke. So the National Police Chief has confirmed that the negligence is primarily focused on the primary focus of the investigation. Several catastrophic safety failures have been identified by the investigators. So we got the physical inspections revealed that several violations. One emergency door was reportedly bolted shut from the outside because management feared customers would leave without paying. Another exit was completely blocked by stacked heavy furniture and beer crates. While the venue technically had exit signs, it completely lacked battery-backed emergency lighting. Once the power failed, the packed room plunged into total darkness, leaving patrons unable to locate the escape routes. And then we got the extensively use of cheap combustible foam towels from the soundproofing rapidly fueled the flames' progression and generated a thick, fatal smoke. So we know that the police office ordered the facility closed, ordered the facility closed 30 days while forensic teams extract clues. The owners of the pub suffered severe injuries and remain hospitalized in intensive care, awaiting police interrogation. This is a crazy situation, y'all. And it sounds like at the end of the day, the owners of the pub itself are responsible. Something happened. They had some kind of mechanical fire, and the steps that they took immediately led or directly led to those people's deaths. Now, I don't know how the suing system is in Bangkok, if they can sue. But in the United States, this would be what I call one of the biggest lawsuits you'll ever see. But let me know your thoughts on that situation, y'all. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. It's a crazy case. It sounds like the death toll is expected to rise. But right now, it's at 27 with 70 injured. Let me know your thoughts and let me know if you disagree with anything I said. Crazy situation, y'all, but this is why we have to review the world together.